Hello, welcome to Data Chef. My name is Hobie Udenza, and I am the chef. Thanks for stopping by. Today, we're going to be discussing some basics concerning SQL for beginners, precisely databases and tables, and of course, their importance in the real world. So, basically, why would you want a database in the first place? For starters, one year scenario. Imagine you had a small business, you are taking all your data in the form of an Excel sheet. The business grows. At some point, you hit like over 1 million rows of data, and you find out that the performance of your Excel starts to degrade. This is where SQL, which stands for Structured Query Language, shines. It shines so brightly, and it's very, very, very useful for large-scale businesses. They predominantly deal with what we call relational data, but without boring you too much, I'd like to, take you to my laptop and, of course, show you the basics of how to get started creating a database and, of course, a table. So, with that said, I'll go ahead and share my screen. So, what we have in front of me is called the SQL Server Management Studio. It is the interface by which you manage SQL, which is installed on your local system. Now, the SQL can be in the cloud or it can be local on-prem on your system. For this particular ask, it is local on my system. And if all of this is going over your head, you can take a look at my previous video on how to go ahead and install SQL Server on your system. It's very self-explanatory. For this particular ask, I'm going to create a very simple sample database. Say create database. And the beautiful thing about SQL is that it is English language, so you're not really, cracking your head in terms of, code. If you're standing on the sideline as regard, picking up the skill set or trying to learn SQL, just go ahead and start nimbling with it. So say create sample database. I run this query. And if I go over here to my left, you can see this is where you see the database. So where is the sample database? I can see it. Go ahead and refresh. Aha, there you have it. So in order to create a table in SQL, you need to create your table inside a database. That said, I will go ahead and switch to the sample database using the use commands. Use sample, sample, db. When I run this command, you watch here, you will see that it's going to switch from master to sample. And now we are in the sample database. For this particular example, I'll go ahead and create a basic employee database, employee table, rather. Say create table employee. I would have to define the schema. So let's say ID. For ID, we can say integer as the data type. And we want this ID to be a primary key. And go ahead and call the name. If you want, you can say first name, first name. This method of writing is called camel casing. First name. Now we can specify the data type as varchar. Say varchar 50 tells a number of characters to allow for that table. This is something you probably can do with your Excel. So that's one of the advantages also using a database. And then we say last name. Varchar 52. Varchar stands for variable character. And if that flies over your head, no worries. We can get into it in a different video as to, what it is, the different data types. Then we have depart. For department, we can say VACA 52 or maybe VACA 20 or 20. And all this does is to say, hey, don't allow more than 20 characters in this particular table. So if I go ahead and run this, you see success. And I can go ahead and see if the table has been created by saying select star from employees. I run this query, I get an empty table. I get an empty table. So this was just a simple video of showing you how to create a database and create a sample tables in it. In our next video, I'll probably show you how to insert data into that database and discuss further what other useful tools and things you can do with SQL going forward. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, just give us a thumbs up or like, and I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you.